Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the JAWA podcast. We're on for season 8, episode 4. Today, we're joined by myself. I forgot who's it. Dragon, and a new guest.
You forget our names.
Yes.
You forget our names. This is how loyalty is built up.
You weren't even supposed to be here.
Well, thanks.
I'm very impressed so far. This is going really strong.
We're almost a British team today.
Thanks, Dragon, for filling in.
Yeah,
We're
thank you.
supposed to be here.
Joined by first-time guest, system, council
Hello.
member, system. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Morning.
Hello.
Yes, I guess the last episode was a bit empty.
I think at a certain point, even the actual recorders were like, "Oh, we're gonna have a coffee and just automatically rant." And yeah, no regrets.
Did you miss me?
No regrets. I can't remember shit.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Yes, we will make this episode a lot better, but we're not promising anything.
I was gonna say this it couldn't possibly get worse, but we are still pushing a bar somewhere.
We'll do as good as we can.
Yeah, we need to step it up a bit.
I blame
Yes.
everyone.
You're so good with names, aren't you? Today, you blame. I've been a leader for a bunch of years now, but remembering all the names of my crew,
Who are these guys?
I blame
That'd be a good
someone.
test. See how many JAWA members I can name off the top of my head. I should do that.
Right now?
No, not right now. Jeez, I'm not even prepared.
Not
But I
prepared.
guess we'll go right into it. A
Do
nice, easy topic. We recently had the meet and greet. Every so often, about every 3-4 months, depending on if we want one or not. We have a meet and greet where basically members come and we talk, and everyone gets to know each other a little better, and we know who to stay away from, and like.
Yet I'm always invited.
Yeah, everyone's always invited. No, they're really good, the meet and greets. What do you think, guys? Do you like them?
I've always enjoyed them. It's a great opportunity to learn a lot about the members you just wouldn't normally find out about on the server. I mean, for example, I'm going to get this wrong. Andanas, found out that his gaming history was so close to mine, like during the Dark Forces series, and going up through, like Mysteries of the Sith, right up to where we are now. And you just never find that out normally. So it's a really good way, especially for the newer guys, Padawans, Jedis, just to learn a little bit about them. It's really cool. It's something that I've always tried to show up to.
Yeah. What about you, Dragon? You've obviously seen your fair share.
Yeah, I keep joining them because, I want to learn a little bit more about people. You always find out a little more with even the older, the veterans like you, like Elena, like I don't know who. You always find out a little bit more than you did last time. It's always interesting to know, like, I mean, it's always stuff that you would normally not ask about because, why would you? I mean, I don't go around on a server asking, hey, have you seen that movie or something like that, But when you find out that's exactly their kind of taste, it can be quite funny. I always try to learn new stuff. And I always try to give out a little bit about myself that I haven't told in any of the other meetings. And I'm running out of stuff to say on there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wind up repeating myself on those meetings. So, yeah.
I'm always quite.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, no. I'm always quite impressed by the questions as well. Especially some of the guys who haven't been to a meet and greet before. Some of the questions are pretty deep, and you just think, "Wow, okay." And that's like a real avenue to get to know someone a little bit better.
Yeah. I noticed on this particular meet and greet that Natsumi, she was asking very great questions, very hard to answer sometimes. And yeah, for a first timer, that's pretty impressive.
Beyond our years.
Yeah. I was, I think it was Cronus who asked me something, like, because, I've been around Java for, 10 years or so? I don't know. He asked me, what is my personal favorite moment? And I was like, wow, that's never been asked. And
you need some
I
prep
didn't
time,
really,
don't you?
I didn't really, yeah, I didn't, at first didn't know what to say because I've had so many great things in the clan and all that. But I went with a very cliche-ish thing, like the first day I got here. And, because nothing will ever replace that bit of history. But so many very deep questions were indeed asked, and that's always good to show the interest, because I've been to a meeting a couple of years ago, was it? Hardly any questions were asked. That was like, oh, some members, they told their story, and after they were done, people were like, okay. If they had cricket sounds on that map.
Yeah, or like everybody's AFK and like green bubbles.
After an hour of talking, like,
Still in the life story. Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, okay, thanks, bye.
No, I think at the start as well, I think it was Ice and Water. They asked some really good questions, I think probably to each other, and then to someone else as well, like, what's your best and worst character traits and things. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. I mean, it was a long one. It was, 4.5 hours, but it was, I think it was worth it, definitely.
Yes. 4.5 hours, bloody hell.
A new record.
Yeah, by far one of the more impressive meetings, I have to admit. I enjoyed being there, and yes, in the end you had to cut short to only asking a few questions per person, otherwise it would last another hour or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow.
Yeah, it always sucks when we have to sort of start restricting the questions.
Usually right before it's my turn.
Usually it's like if it passes 3 hours, that's when the cutoff needs to happen, because no one's got time for that. Like,
it can be tough for the host. Yeah, that's it.
Like literally, like I said to my friend, this will be finished at 8 o'clock, and
it was like 10:45.
He was in the call with me, waiting for me to finish till the end.
He's a keeper.
So he was waiting the entire time.
Oh
very
my god.
patiently, getting
That
a
poor
little
guy.
bit long. But yeah, it was a great meet and greet. Like you said, I didn't expect Ice or Water to show, to be honest. But I'm glad they did. Like you said, they asked some great questions. But yeah, I wish more of the younger as in younger into the clan members joined. We had a few, but I would have loved to see a lot more. Especially for like me and like System and that as sort of council leaders, because we're so busy off the server as well as on. Like, we don't always have that chance to sit down and like talk to people as much as we would like. It gives us a real sort of chance to actually talk to these people or get to know them a little bit better.
You will see that when you just decide to make time to, sit down with someone, have a little chat, you'll wind up in very weird and mostly interesting conversations. I've tried this on the server. It's how I got to know Natsumi a bit better. It's how I got a few others a bit better. It's if you just take the time to just plop down, ignore almost everything else. Of course, if you're an admin, don't ignore admin duties, because you get admin for the fun of it. But and just sit down, and I mean, I keep saying I'm an open book when it comes to things, but yeah. But it's if you just find the time for it, it's always paying off. And this is my advice to everybody listening to the podcast. So the two of you, yes.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, with respect, certainly the guys of the council, a lot of the gold rank members as well, we've kind of heard a lot of their backstory before. So especially the newer guys, the Padawans, the Jedis, Knights, it would be really good to get more and more of them, especially to the meet and greet events. Like we had Andanis, Natsumi was there, Castiel I think was there as well.
Yeah.
And just try to rake a few in, just to basically put, a name to a face almost.
Yeah, we like I said, we had a really good turnout. I think we had about 18 or so people, give or take, throughout the evening.
Something like that, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Just to go off a quick list here, we had to start us off.
I think Legion started off.
Yeah, Legion
because he had to go quickly.
Yeah, we had Ice Legion, Water, Castiel, Dark Frosty, Goreki, Sith, Dragon, Helena, Andanos, Nightwing, Wolfie, and Natsumi. And then we had so that was 14, and we had about I think we had about 6 more than that come in throughout the evening. Aya came, Cloud9.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going through. I've got some screenshots on the wiki of the list of people. Cronus.
Doc was there.
Yeah.
He was already mentioned.
But Dodo came, but he disconnected. He might have had something to do. I like how as soon as Helena stepped up to the fire, Sif shouted, "Burn the witch!" There's a screenshot of that on the wiki, so I had to save that.
Excellent. That's I was trying to enter with a little joke, because you can't be serious the whole freaking time, can you?
Oh no, definitely not.
Last year, I can't even remember. I think I started off, over the last meeting, I started off with, "Hello, my name is Dragon, I'm an alcoholic," something like that. This time, I figured out you can turn on and off the fire, so I sat down into the fire and I was like, So I walked out of the fire, turned it off, and went like, "Yeah, I'm hot enough without it." Something like that. But, it sets the mood a bit.
You need something like that, like with Wolfie and his love beast name, and the whole which counselor would you like to punch in the face the most? Let's put Natsumi on the spot. Hey Natsumi, so which counselor would you like to punch the most? Or was it Nightwing? You were the first one, weren't you? Which of your counselors?
No, I asked the question originally.
Were you the first one?
You were the first one to ask. I think.
I asked it
you ask?
as someone.
Was it Frosty?
Was it? I think it was.
Yeah,
Cronus,
I think it was Frosty or Cronus. So who do you want to hit the most?
I think he immediately just said, "Yeah, Helena."
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, it was Frosty. I didn't expect him to say Helena because he works quite closely with Helena.
Yeah, I thought
it'd be me, to be fair.
A little bit of time.
We all did.
Just deliberate a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but you did specify, maybe.
I love stirring the pot.
Uh-oh.
I think with our current council, we can get away with that sort of humour, but back in the day, that would probably cause some issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you need that though in a group, not just in the council, but in the clan as well. You need to be able to have a little bit of ribbon because you know where the limits lie with a lot of people. So it's all safe.
Well, that's it. The amount of crap I give Helena, the amount I tease her, but I know her cut-off point. I know when she's about to explodes.
Yeah, and then deep down under there's mutual respect. So
yeah, definitely.
It's nothing malicious.
We've been through a lot, with JAWA.
She's been a council for I don't know,
25
before
years.
the dawn of time.
2008-ish. I don't know. It was right exactly after I left. She took my. She had to fill it in for me, so I think that was around about 2008. And it's 2017 now. We're going for 10 years as council celebration thingy. It'll take a while, but we'll get there. You've been in JAWA for forever. as well. I mean, under a different name at first, but yeah. I don't know if you've been in council/leadership position.
Who?
You.
Me? What are you on about?
Oh, god damn it!
I
You
wasn't
fell
even
asleep.
listening to you. No, I was, but I didn't realise you were talking about me. Like,
Yeah, of
You were
course.
leader for 3 years?
I said you.
I've been leader for 4 years now, member
Wow.
for 5.
Ah,
I've been here
so
a
that's
while
at
now.
least a year or I don't know, a bunch of years of working together. That's yeah, you get to know each other a bit. You get to know which buttons to push and whatnot. Huh?
Yeah, I know quite a lot about Helena. And I'd like to think I know quite a bit about the others as well. Like I don't see them as like system or anyone like that as below me or anything. I think when you start to see people as below you, you get a bit out there. That's when you need to step down. But I like to think they know me just as well as I know them. If
I
not
think-
know, because I'm a really big open book.
I think you need that as well. I mean, in such a small group, there's a lot of back scratching going on. Like, oh, just help me out with this. Are you free? Come on, come give me a hand. That sort of thing. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of give and take, and you need to have that good relationship, I think.
Definitely. We went on to a council thing here from meet
We
and
have.
greet,
The meeting went well. It went very well.
which we should have actually put this on the agenda because we're all council or former council. We should have actually put it as a topic because it's not often we do get like people in the know. So
But yeah, what 18 participants in the event overall.
give or take. I will give more than take.
And you know, we've got 86 active members, so what, it's just shy of a quarter, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
one
it's
sitting.
pretty much it's pretty much either the same or better than past ones. We've had like 19 on one of them, but that was an allied one. So
Okay.
it's still up there, which I was happy because I didn't think it would be this time, just with the time of year. But,
Yeah, it's summer. People are going on vacation. All that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
but I was really happy with the turnout. Like I said, great questions came up. Great answers.
What I noticed this year as well, I keep saying year, it's a few times a year, but this time as well. Mostly when I sit around long, people come, people go, but usually there's always one or two people that drop by, just listening, don't speak up themselves, and just leave before it's their turn.
Yeah.
I sometimes I think like, are you spying? What are you doing? Come on, speak up, please.
I think
But
some can get
it wasn't
really
this time.
shy.
I don't think it was anyone did that this time. Maybe
Dodo left before his turn, but like I said, he might have had something to do.
I can't remember who it was. I think only one person said they were a little bit nervous, but I think the longer you spend in that event, you see what an open book, Dragon said he's an open book. You see how open people are and how friendly the atmosphere is. It's not judgmental. I think that eases people in, especially with the humor too. So
it's a great way to show your inner geek, isn't it? Think about it. I mean, like you pointed out, someone had almost the same kind of gaming background as you did, but nobody will judge you like, oh my god, you played that. Oh my god. Now people will be like, you played that?
Yeah,
awesome.
there's a lot of,
did you also?
Like what was it? I think it was Andonis again, like talking about favorite bad guys, and like Final Fantasy came up, and like that's how you figure out. I played that too. Awesome. And,
Yeah. I was the one that asked him that, and I didn't expect him to say Kafka. I half expected Sephiroth because he had that skin on. But the fact that he described Kafka, the fact that I knew what he was talking about when he said, and that goddamn laugh of his, I knew exactly what he meant. That was amazing.
It's a good point. You do kind of geek out a little bit, and there's a lot of nostalgia as well. No, I like it. It's a really good event.
It's a great way to get to know it, so it really works every time.
Does it?
No, go on now.
The main purpose is to have those little things come up, those little tidbits of information, so that you can create a connection with another member, and it's a sort of an icebreaker. Once you've got that little icebreaker, it can sort of open doors to the other members. Like it's hard to break out of your little groups of people that you gather around yourself in the clan.
Mhm.
But that's the whole purpose of these meet and greets.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we move
And
on to the next part?
We gave a new map its debut as well.
Oh, you ruined it!
I did it. I went
did
in.
it. You stole my subject line.
Rookie podcaster.
Yes.
And this is why we don't invite guests.
Yeah, we unveiled the late alpha, early beta of the new JAWA map, dubbed the meet and greet map because that was the main purpose or idea behind it. But it's Helena really busted her balls to get that out for me on time.
It's got an image in my head now.
Busted mine then.
I hope it's not the same.
But so I can't thank her enough for doing that. Mapping can take a lot out of you, and on top of other duties as well. She did a really great job of sort of doing my vision. Doing my vision. That's a line I never thought I'd say. The map was based loosely on basically Luke's Island from episode 7 on Act 2. But there's a lot planned for that map. The idea is that it'll be a small map, not like it'll take a million years to load. But
I know a certain map like that.
Oh, really? But every part of it will have a function. So there'll be a few cool little things on. Like I'm planning to have like little stone statues of Jawas, like on the mountains and everything, and hoping for caves, and there's a council meeting area already on the map, meet and greet area, and a few little other rooms which I won't say, but it'll have like a lot of function on one little thing, and that's what I love about maps, when you don't have to travel far for the main functions.
And I think they have to have a purpose. So like no corridors or bedrooms and things like that. But you've got there, and for the sake of a meet and greet, you have the meet and greet area, and there's a building as well, and that's kind of it. So it's exactly what's needed.
That's amazing. Less loading stuff and all that. I did bother, but that was probably because it was a beta stuff. But you see all this nice water things around you, like, but you can't freaking swim.
No,
Yeah,
the water.
Like
the reason why we don't have the water is because she has to figure out how to get it to work properly with the map. But there will be water there. There will be water at the bottom that looks like moving water. And there's a few other things in the scenery that will be there to help it sort of look like a proper map.
I was kind of, but when I saw the map, I was visioning a few things like, I could use this for one of my videos. And I was disappointed that I couldn't swim, because I was going to record something really funny with it, but I'm going to have to wait till the water becomes swimmable. Oh well. But judging from what I've seen, it's going great. It's going to be the great map.
I was really impressed at first. I mean, I think comparing it to the last meet and greet map especially, it seemed quite bright with the sun high in the sky. So if there was like a dusk alternate version or a nighttime version, that would be amazing. Better.
I know she is wanting to add night and like darker ones and everything.
Okay.
Can she like add a day and night function, like thing, like?
Like a hidden switch.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, there will be. That will be the case probably. Because otherwise you don't want to have two maps. Pointless.
Right.
Yeah, because I stated it was a little too bright. didn't give me the nighttime sit around the campfire telling each other story kind of feel. It was more of a, yeah.
I actually did the whole.
It was a great map for it. That's. I'm not.
Oh,
Yes.
excuse me.
Wow.
Sorry. My dinner coming to say hello.
Beautiful.
So hello. Dinner on the way back.
No, I did the whole Valis hunt thing, and I just did R Gamma 0, and it was like just wearing sunglasses, so it helped a little bit.
Nice. I didn't think of doing that.
Well, that's actually genius.
It's like, ooh, shades. But
Yeah,
no, it's still a little bit vivid.
Yeah,
so.
It was planned to be a little bit more duller than it was, but I just said just leave it for now. Focus on the terrain, because the terrain was quite a difficult one to get going with the sort of rocky areas coming out of the grass, and
Yeah.
I wanted that over the sky. If like that was more important to me.
I really liked the pathway going up as well from the spawn point.
Yeah.
Because I think that was the bit that smacked of Actor.
Yeah, that was a
and it
big
was like, oh
part of it. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I paid close enough attention to this, but all the beachy areas were mostly covered in rocks, weren't they? There wasn't a sandy beach on there, was there?
I don't think
There
I
is going to
remember
be
seeing
one.
There's going to be one. Oh, awesome.
Oh, there's going to be bits of it.
For the sunbathing.
I want a freaking folding chair, okay?
It's going to have a statue of me.
On the beach?
Is it going to have a statue of Moana?
Yes. Yes.
There it is.
Don't have a statue of me. You scare every other clan away.
There's a few little touches that I want adding.
Because it's only an alpha stroke beta anyway.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely. Like
plenty of room.
I want to be the guy, but I've been a long time around Java, etc. Yada yada. I think I deserve a freaking room of my own.
No one's getting a room.
No bedrooms.
No.
Forbidden.
No one's getting a room because they don't really serve a lot of purpose. If anything, I've not even told Helena I sort of want this, but I want some names sort of carved on a stone somewhere, as a sort of memorial to those people. As a sort of shrine, not a shrine. A shrine's like sounds like you're worshipping them, but like, you know what I mean? Like, sort of like a Hall of Fame wall, but not the Hall of Fame.
Right.
That makes Hall sense.
of Fame.
Spoilers.
Not carved on us. I don't know yet, but I'd like a few little things in there, a few little extras.
Written in blood on the beach. That'll do.
Just to make it more JAWA-y. Written in blood on the beach. Oh, yes. Carved on a tree.
Link was here.
Link was here.
Link was here. KFC funds are gone. Sorry. It should say that before the map starts. Map sponsored by KFC.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the island that we've not mentioned.
Helena was keen to show me the different kinds of vegetation on
Yeah,
the grass.
we went through about 12 different variations or what have you.
Yeah, we went for a long walk. And I didn't notice it until I crouched and she walked and talked me through the short grass and the longer grass and different foliage.
One of the touches I really liked, which I helped with, I helped sort of set up the audio for the gull sounds for the seagulls. Really love the seagulls. Takes me back.
I think one of them was laughing at us throughout the whole freaking ceremony.
Brilliant. One of them laughs now and again, and it does it at the right times. Like someone's mentioned something, and I think I messaged someone on the server about it. I went, "That's a brilliant time for the laugh to go off," because someone had just said something in chat, and then the seagull started laughing. I think was it you? Was it you, Dragon?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to it in the end because I was listening to some music. But between the songs, I heard something like, "Oh my god!" Is that a seagull? Yeah, it was.
It was Helena's idea to add the seagulls, but I'm glad she thought of it because
Yeah,
seagulls always
amazing.
remind me of being on holiday because we used to have loads of seagulls around and everything. So it's a nice little touch.
Very
Definitely.
good.
Yes. Anyway, yep. So that's the meet and greet map. Big thanks to Helena again. It is on our event server, so if you want to give it a go, if anyone can come up with a little event for it or anything like that, or it can be used for anything like that, it's on the event server.
That'll be good.
If you have a snowed-in version, I'll think of something this Christmas.
Even if it's used for like an allied meet and greet again, like something like that, or
Do you know what? It's a pretty good size for like your token TFFA as well.
well,
Just the grassy area in the middle.
I think it's possible to have dual map. I think it's a dual map as well.
Okay.
I think it's set up for dual and power dual.
That would be amazing if the water worked as well. If you could hit someone off the edge of the cliff.
Drown.
Yeah. So, new map done. Oh, I've just let one go and it stinks rotten.
Ooh, cheeky.
JK.
In the future, if by some magical way we can smell the internet, this is not something to go for.
I'll bottle it up so we can save it for a future podcast release.
Release, really?
Yes. Release. All right. So the next subject, which is on our docket, is the Allied tournament. So you
Yes, he did.
You hosted one of the past ones, didn't you, system?
Yeah. Was it last year's?
I think so, yeah, because you were still ambassador manager back then.
I think it was just as I finished. It was like my last thing.
Yeah.
Signing out.
Do you want to run through your take on the Allied tournament as then, from what you remember, and then we can go through the other things.
I mean, I think one of the questions during the meet and greet. See, I'm going to segue here back and forth. One of the questions in the meet and greet was, what do you find? Something like, what do you find challenging as a councillor, or what did you go into council not expecting? And I think this is one of the things I said. You don't really appreciate how much legwork goes into planning things like this. I think Frosty's been doing school stuff, but planning this as well. He's been running around like a blue-ass fly and just really negotiating with various clans, talking about dates. When are you free? Can you make it here? Trying to find somewhere and some time that's suitable for everyone. And then just praying that they respond as well. I think some people are better than others, to put it nicely. And then on the day as well, you've got an awesome amount of help from JAWA. Lots of people pitch in. And, the busier these events are, I think the better they go. I think it's going to be difficult these days and going on in the future when you've got JAWA and you've got KR as the two big powerhouse clans. And you've got a couple of guys who have died and reformed and died again, and they're scrapping around a little bit. And then at the moment, everything else is kind of like you've got a Spanish-speaking clan, a French-speaking clan, an Italian-speaking clan, and base. So compared to back in the day when, you had a good amount of really, really big clans that were very active, that could bring a lot of people in, kind of like a team squad.
Yeah.
It's a totally different ballgame now. So I think it gets harder as it goes on. I know last year we had a good amount and we could use the event server as like an overflow for some fun events, and people pitched in really well to help with that. But yeah, it's certainly a challenging one to manage, just worrying about roles, and you've got the bracket to form up, the tournament bracket. But again, pulled through. Frosty did a great job, and it was well attended in the end. We just have less allies because that's the state. That's the sign of the times. There are just less clans. So, but no, really good job from Frosty and everyone else involved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just a big shout out to the ambassadors who pretty much rallied with Frosty and went out and drummed up as much sort of interest as possible. Like System was saying, like there's only so much JAWA can do with this. Like we can invite people, we can encourage people to come. But at the end of the day, it's all about interest and whether you want to come or whether you can make the time. But we hope people will, and we hope we can sort of drum up enough interest next time to get even more people. But if not, we'll do what we can to make it an interesting event either way. But we'll see, I guess. But we had a good turnout. We had about 19 people altogether. We had the clans that came, to my knowledge, were SR, Jofa, EK, KR, Exile, and JAWA. Did I mention JAWA? We went, obviously. It was our event.
I knew it.
Yeah, that was a surprise. But just to give everyone who came a shout out, Mesmerized from SR, Player, Lord Darkness, all from SR, Jiren from Jofa, Grey and Rogue from EK and KR, respectively, and then Exile, Mr. Ren, Drunk Sailor, Riff, and Thunder. Thunder was one of the ones who got in touch with us first recently to get sort of relations going again. And then our guys, Water, Ice, Helena, Stormy, Cloud, Frost, and Muku, Castiel, and Dodo. Great work, guys. Yeah, so thanks everyone for coming. We won, which is great because I don't think we had won for a while.
It's been a long time, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So big congratulations to the JAWA team, and Water especially for taking us the way. I mean, if this was the last one, like, knock on wood that it's the last one, we don't get any interest again. It's nice that it sort of came full circle and we won. Because we hadn't won since 2012. Wow. So yeah.
It's been shared about a bit, hasn't it? Yeah. But
it's KR, AOS, EK, Council. Council won it for about four years in a row. Jeez.
Yeah, they.
What do you think, Jordan?
I kind of wish I was there, but I made a very unfortunate mistake. It was hosted on July 1st, this Saturday, I think, wasn't it?
It was hosted, I'd like to say, on one of the days last week. Saturday, yeah.
Yeah,
Saturday.
It wasn't hosted on first. Now, I had a birthday that was supposed to be on that day, because, you know, but, and since it's on a Saturday, I mean, why not throw it on a Saturday, because, you know, that's a good day for it. Unfortunately, so this is why I didn't plan to go there, because, you know, birthday to go to. Later I found out that the birthday was on Friday. So I did have the time to go, but not the reservation to be there. So I was like, well, I was done. And I went and did something else entirely. But I think I joined this thing once or twice, and it's always good to have some competition from other clans there too, and see what they can throw at you. I don't think I ever scored high though. But I did usually lose to the one that became champion, so there's that.
That's alright though.
And that's not a bad statistic, but Yeah, it's a fun event. I can definitely recommend it to just about everyone. just see how far you can get.
I think next year,
I'll be there.
if we don't do the JK anniversary tournament, which I haven't decided. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna do it this year or not. But if next year we might try and give a little prize out for the winner. Might. No promises. No promises.
Just planning.
Just ideas. But yeah, just another shout out as well to Lord Darkness who came second.
Yeah.
And
I think you won one of the FFA events as well. You won Melee Heaven. Lord Darkness did. You've got Commander Nick winning Staff Heaven, and then JAWA won the other 3, which is a really good outfit. You've got
right.
Water winning 2 of those other 3, and then Castiel rocked up and won the Dual Heaven. So well done, everybody there.
So yeah, if you happen to be listening to this and you are an ally, definitely try and encourage your clan to come along. Even a non-ally, we don't restrict it anymore.
Yeah.
If you're interested in becoming an ally or having friendly relations with JAWA, come along.
You're not excluding a few people, are you?
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry, a little bit of a throat thingy there.
If you're a friendly clan and you want friendly relations with JAWA,
we want the nice peoples.
Yeah, we want the nice peoples.
But it is good though to, especially like an icebreaker or a first experience of a different clan. It's a perfect environment to do that, and just get to know new people and see how people fight. And there's a bit of competition going on, and some honor in there as well. So it's a really good event to go and join, especially if you haven't done it before as a clan.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend it.
And if you're not a friendly clan, then at least suck at it, so we can just kind of, wipe you out in the first round and all be proud about it. I don't know. Okay, there's that.
Sorry, yeah. Yep. So great job, guys, and next year's should be fun as well. So moving on, I guess. To the last thing of the day. Coming up on about 40 plus minutes now, so
definitely not going to be the last thing because we're only in for 40 minutes. So,
well, it's the last topic on my agenda, but we can always vamp and talk about other stuff.
We can.
Nightwing can always recite all the JAWA members for the last 5 minutes. Yeah. That'll do it.
So the Power 10, I busted my ass today to get the Power 10 first stage of a revamp done. So I basically stripped down the website, web page. I've been building a website as well in real life, so I'm a bit confused. Been stripping down the wiki page for the Power 10 to make it a lot more editable for the council.
It's better than saying I've been stripping in real life, so I got confused.
Well, that's about 100 lines of coding to about 20, say. So it's a lot easier to navigate for the managers now. Stripped out the old design for the icons, put in new ones. Still need to work a little bit with the text numbers on this thing to make that a little bit nicer and stand out more.
I Cronus has just messaged as well just before, and he seems really excited about it. The new look.
Aye. Oh, Nightwing! Everyone looks awesome. Yeah. Other than that, I revamped the timeline, changed all the colours because that was all outdated. Got rid of the old banner, put in a same one as the other banners on the wiki just to keep it universal. And then I built the new Power 10 scoreboard. I was going to call it the Power Board, but I put the Power 10 scoreboard. And I had to go through every single match on the wiki and get everyone's wins and losses and matches. We've done about 365 matches since 2014, which is pretty darn crazy. That's like a match a day for a year.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Over
3 years.
Yeah. Which is mad. Like.
So yeah, it's over the 3 years. It's like a match every 3 days, constantly without repeat.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
And that's not including Super 20 either. Like everything that happened with Super 20 beforehand isn't included in this. Because obviously it's kind of a new thing. So yeah, all revamped, all done today. Which is pretty shocking considering I managed to get out today. I didn't think I would. With how much I had to do, but yeah. What do you think about it, guys? You've had a look.
It looks clean. It looks fresh. And on the scoreboard, I just like I said before, the cleanliness of it. It's ordered by wins, so you can easily navigate it there. And for those guys, I mean, I can't comment. I'm not on that list yet. But for those guys that are on there, you've got the competition of, I only need 2 more wins to get above so and so, or 1 more win. So you can kind of see where you are in the grand scheme of things on top of the Power 10 itself. But yeah, I mean, the general design, especially the results at the bottom, it looks really, really cool. Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice bit of brown nosing.
Oh yeah, you'll get a nice award at the end of the year for that.
Yes, sir.
If the members vote for you, because I don't give out honours. Brown Noser of the Year award. Oh, should be an award.
I'm just trying to picture the trophy.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Those poor JAWAs.
I don't want to see it. I'm
gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
No, you are. I know you actually are going to. Just for the Joseph it. Just this year only.
Oh, actually, Diab as well. You don't have to speak. But I've got an image you can put on the podcast as well. I'm gonna post it again in the container, just to show it off. So yeah, what do you think of it, Dragon? The Power 10?
I've been out of it for quite a while, so I didn't even know I had that many matches. I checked it out a little bit, and yeah, it looks amazing. I just beforehand had to check like what the colors mean, but when I figured it out, okay, makes sense. It's simple, easy to understand, and well, if even I can get it, should be very user friendly. But yeah, it's a good job. I like it.
I think Nightwing as well. You were talking about the Power 10 page on the wiki and just trying to edit down some of the rules stuff, the participation stuff, which is easier said than done because it's all important. Next steps.
Yeah, the idea, I'd love to just throw it all into bullet points, the main things, but it's hard to do that sort of thing when the information's good. It just seems bulky.
I think with the Power 10, there's just probably quite a lot that you just need to know.
Yeah.
So it probably has to be there.
Charles, can you not? Can you sit down and behave, please?
Sorry.
Can you not? Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Sorry, that's my dog.
I was hoping that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes, that's my friend. He's just come over. I just told him to lie down.
Hey, good of you to join me. I'm recording. Lie the fuck down.
Lie down.
Charles, can you not? Get off me.
Ew.
Get off.
I was a little. How old is that doggy? Anyway, it's.
What? So yeah. Hopefully everyone goes and checks it out, and I mean, this will be really good for the competitive sort of, or even people who like stats and like having sort of their name on a wall. Like, I love this sort of thing. I love seeing stats. I pretty much drew even, but I need to get back on the Power 10. I've not been on it in a while. But this is good for like, because this will hopefully work in favor of a new update that I was planning to do with the Power 10.
That won't erase it.
It won't raise anything, and it won't affect the scoreboard as it is. But it would affect the main system of the Power 10 and how you climb or how you basically challenge certain things. But the idea is good. I like it how it is, and a few people who's heard it likes it. But a part of me thinks it's maybe a bit too clunky and may confuse people. So I just need to run a few more sort of things through. Maybe give this a go for a while, see how the new sort of reporting system goes. Because now we have a thread on the forum where people can post their results. Instead of PMs where it can get lost, ignored, or what have you. It's now all on the forums. Council members can deal with it. Or the manager will deal with it mainly. But
did you say all the councillors are going to follow, in inverted commas, that?
As many councillors as they want to follow it. I always encourage council members to follow certain threads. So like the wiki updating thread, announcements, app polls, that sort of thing, like to sort of get notifications for when something's posted in that area, and then they can go and update it as they see.
Which stops Cronus from being inundated with PMs as well. So at least you can share the wealth a bit. I've never liked the system of PMing the manager. I don't know why it was brought about, but I just think it's clunky. They can get lost if people go on holiday or disappear for a week. But it kind of echoes the ladder tournament. You have to PM your results, don't you? So it's probably just born from that, or vice versa. Well, the ladder tournament, you should technically have a council member with you. So, yeah, I'm sure it works back in the day, but I just really don't like it, and that's why I've wanted to change it for a while. But we've done it now, so hopefully it works better. And I'm always on the forums, so if I see an update, I can just do it quickly, save the council some work. So yeah, I'm glad you like it, and I hope everyone else comments on the forum, give your views and everything. Get brown nosing, guys. Come on. Get brown nosing. Come on. I need my likes.
This is what he thrives on.
I need to win more days on the. I love that. Days won on the forum profiles. I've basically won a year. I've won 365 days.
What?
Yeah, do you know like the like system now? Like.
Oh, top points. You mean?
No, the like. Yeah, well, no, the likes. Like the like system is now sort of fully integrated into your profile. So the person who gets the most likes each day wins that day.
And where do we see the result of that?
Go to your profile.
Like forum profile?
Yeah, your forum profile.
Yeah.
You can see content count, points joined, last visited, and your days won.
Oh, I've never actually seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to where is it? If you go to the forums navigation bar and go to leaderboard, that you can see who's won each day and who's the top leaderboard, past leaders, top members. Holy crap! Am I nearly at 12,000 posts?
Probably.
I'm like one off. What should be my 12,000 post?
You should make a post saying, "This is my 12,000 post." Yay, congrats me.
Just post something. Ta-da! Hey guys.
Ta-da! If the spam forum counted, I'd post in my old Is Pips.
Am I even in there at all?
So yeah, Power 10 guys, go and join it. I like how we've passed 9,000 posts on a few of the categories on the forums as well. We hit 25,000 posts not long ago in the game corner. Nice little milestones that we don't really mention that often.
That's pretty cool.
We're nearly at 60,000 in the updates, announcements, and news area, which is pretty mad.
Yep.
Clan suggestions. I missed it. 10,454 as well. Like, nice. So yeah, coming along nicely. Game night tonight, isn't it?
I think it's well on the way.
It is a Wednesday, yeah.
And I think that, considering the fact that I'm an event planner, I should have kind of been there. Oh well, that's part of the
You were roped into
curse,
this.
I suppose.
You were chokeholded and brought into the podcast kicking and screaming.
Oh no, I volunteered for this shit. Let's see who. It's Siege night at Hearth.
I don't play Siege. It messes my thing up if I don't set it up right, and I can't be bothered.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to host an event and not want Nightwing, Siege.
I also like how I ended Conquests and no one noticed, so that was a good decision.
You ended what?
Well, good decision to end that.
It was. I was in one of those. It was kind of fun, but I didn't think it was that active when I was there. And
yeah, there wasn't enough interest overall, and the council.
It's kind of a shame.
Didn't have time to help host and everything each week, so I just gave it up. Focus on other things. I've got loads of other ideas we can put out anyway. Treasure hunting, bounty hunting, gonna do it all.
Bounty hunting. You're gonna have to talk to Legion about that, huh?
Nope.
He just says nope. I don't give a fuck.
Nightwing. It's not like the event Legion was hosting.
Okay.
A different thing. You'll see. When I get around to it, that is. I actually posted the bounty hunting event idea in the council section.
Yeah, because I can read it there.
Hey, do you want access? I'll give you access right now. You can have leader rank. You just got to shake my hand, and then it's done. The deal's done.
Okay. Wait, what?
Transfer of power.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is now your new leader speaking.
I'm not shook hands yet.
I'm promoting Nightwing to co-leader.
What?
Because, yeah, you get a share in the curse. Ha!
I didn't fall through fire and water. Right.
Yeah, you think you got out of it easy, didn't you?
No, I've not got out of anything easily.
Yeah. TMI. Just.
Yeah, oh, James. No, I wasn't meaning that.
Really.
What was he going to talk about? So yeah, that's Power 10, guys.
We already covered that, but let's say it again.
Good.
We were talking about event night.
Everything done, everything sorted.
You're clicking away all the...
Yeah, sorry, I'm clicking on forums looking for things to say.
I hope your mouse is the only thing that's loud over there.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm gonna get worried.
I'll tell you what we can quickly mention, because I don't think we mentioned it in the last one. Actually, Diab can remind me if I have, but I'll mention it
because
anyway.
I wasn't there.
We gave a participation award to Natsumi and to...
Doc, wasn't it?
Come on, Nightwing. Doc, yeah.
You and your names.
It's not that, I just couldn't find him.
Sure, you just recently had a meeting. You may remember names now.
I'm great at names, I am. So yeah, so we gave...
calling me Dragon now.
We gave participation award to Natsumi for being a nice person. We gave one to Doc for doing loads of stuff with the council.
I think I've made a little bit of a prediction there. Oh, I wasn't subtle at all. Talk for council. Sorry, did that pop out there? What?
You ruined it!
Serious, not to be salty here, but I am starting to develop a bit of a prediction as to who is gonna pass me in this attempt now. I must admit, I never saw the other guy. Who beat me last time?
Seth.
Helena.
Seth? No.
Helena. Still salty over Helena.
That would be
Damn
epic.
you, Helena.
Seth, out of the blue. Out of the blue. But he's doing a great job. I'm giving him that. But sometimes I can see it coming. If I know a certain person has applied, I can just say, oh, I'll withdraw my application and make it a little easier because I'm not going to be the one. Ever.
It is sometimes easy to sort of predict who's got a lot going for them with council, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes someone applies who just like, whoa, didn't actually think.
Yeah.
I mean, let's all be honest. We saw it coming when Aya joined council.
I didn't. I didn't want any women on the council. Oh, I'm joking. I'm not.
Helena was like already there.
If you didn't see it coming, I'm sorry, but you're
I've been trying to get rid of Helena for 4 years.
Well, I'm back.
You're not Helena.
I'm just saying, she took my spot if you want to give it back to me.
Oh, I can actually get rid of my... Oh, I can't say that.
I thought you were going to say a councillor there. Oh, I can just get rid of such and such a councillor.
My draft page for the Paladin. I can get rid of it now.
No, but sometimes you can see it coming, and I think I'm gonna call it Docs next.
Thing is, you never know how the council will vote.
Oh, I know how they vote. Let's avoid Dragon again this time.
I'm not even going to say anything to that. I'm just going to laugh.
Because it's true.
It's not necessarily true. You never know. I can usually predict how the council will vote, but it's very rare that I'll be 100% accurate. Like,
and I think the couple that I've been a part of, we haven't known sometimes right until the end how many we're going to elect.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it all depends on what the roles are going to be, how many applicants there are. So I mean, I would always encourage people to apply. It's a lot tougher, and it can be a little bit grim when there's only 3 applicants. And it's even harder for the guys who don't get in then. But when you've got a good 10, 12, it's a really good experience as well, even if you don't get in. I mean, everyone in the council at the moment has been rejected, I think, at some point, haven't they?
I was rejected, and now I'm leader.
Yeah.
Revenge is a bitch.
But yeah, I mean,
revenge is a bitch.
I'm thinking, do I know anyone who hasn't actually been rejected at all.
Actually, is Aya?
Yes. Has Jacoby been rejected? I don't think so.
I've got all the council applications since I took office. Jeez, since I took the role as leader, I've got most of the applications for council saved.
I think I hold the record of most rejections ever, but
no, are you sure?
I would beg to differ on that. There've been a couple of rogue entries during the years where we thought, okay.
Should you on an iPad system?
Yeah, there's been a couple of curveballs. Yeah, I don't think you've got that prize, Dragon.
We was nearly bribed once. Like someone offered us iPads.
What? Really?
Yeah, someone offered us iPads. That was a good one. That was a good laugh.
I said most times, not most bizarre.
I'm trying to think of the most bizarre application I've ever got.
Well, there was one that was just one word long, wasn't it, or 2 words long, from the person who offered us iPads in a different application.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, it was just like 2 words long, the application. That was a bit random.
Yeah, that didn't get very far.
Immediately accepted. No.
I think there were a few mine in there when I was like, do I really have to do all this shit? You got billions of my previous ones, just read them already. Fuck. That's when I was kind of motivated, but couldn't be asked to go over all the freaking formalities again. I
think I copy and pasted my first one when I reapplied and like changed.
Yeah, you did.
A dozen words.
I remember that.
That's a little bit rude, actually. Just looking back, just going to quote myself here from a year ago. There you are.
Nothing's changed, boss. There you go.
At some point in the next few attempts, I'm going to be like, just read back all the other shit.
Just like enclose a link to your to your wiki profile. And be like, oh yeah,
this. Hire me. This. Oh man, the amount of times I tried and the amount of rejections I've received. It's. I was going to say it's not funny anymore, but it's becoming hilarious.
I was devastated when I first got rejected. I was like, oh shit, I'm never going to get picked. And then the second time, I didn't think I was going to get picked because I was promoted to night the same day.
Oh, I think I don't know who it was. I think it was Raven back in the day. She applied for council, but was also doing the elite trials. And when she made the elite rank, when she got that, either on that day or on the next day, council. So she didn't really get to enjoy being an elite.
Yeah,
I wish I would have got Guardian beforehand, to be fair.
Yeah, same. I think I was Knight for 2 days or something. Yeah. Frosty was the same, I think. But yeah, I missed out on Guardian, and it's one of those ranks that's like, it's a milestone.
I think there's been only a few ranks that I missed in all my freaking career. One of them is actually Master when it was still Disciple and Elite, which is quite ironic because I had both the qualities for it back then, but I never received it because that was kind of a dick move. It was right after when I was right before I became council, I was an elite. Then when I left, I came back as a disciple, but I still had that elite rank thing, so I should have been technically. I never received it. And the other rank, I guess I'll never get is leader. I think all the other ranks I've held, maybe twice even.
Isn't there an award for that? Is there a wiki award for holding all the ranks bar leader?
No.
Is there not?
No.
I think that should be a rank.
It's hard to look at though, because where do you draw the line?
Well, I suppose if you get to council or lord or whatever, you can't really go back and get guardian or knight, say, unless you start again.
Yeah, I was going to say unless you disappear for a while and come back.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of old ranks, so that are no longer in use. So where do you draw the line of who gets what?
Yeah,
but
like
technically,
initiate.
I've held some of those old ranks, but there's some. Let's not start about the Sith ranks, of course, because that'll be a freaking
Get rid
headache.
of them.
Where's Frosty?
But the ranks such as Senator, I think the only one ever to hold that was Santos.
Yeah.
What other ranks have there
Founder.
been that are that were hard to get? I don't know.
Because we don't have initiate anymore.
No. That's a good one.
We got rid of another one as well, didn't we?
Was I ever a trialist?
Adept.
That was it.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the adept rank. To be fair, I quite like the adept rank. But I like all the ranks.
I like the current ranks that we have now.
Yeah.
Alright, discontinued ranks. Here we have the whole list. Initiate got removed.
I need to update that. It looks shite.
Disciple, the rank was merged with Lord rank. Yada yada yada. So Disciple left. Hey. Adept. Apparently it was a dark light system.
Not
What?
you, my dog. Sorry. I was shushing my dog.
I was like, I'm not going into spoilers, am I? We had Hopeful, we had Student, we had Sentinel, I don't remember those.
I don't like Hopeful.
Full Member, Counselor, Darth, Recruiter,
Darth.
Chancellor, nope. Senator, yep. And Apprentice.
You can't buy it.
Those were the discontinued ones. And
No, I think we've got the right number now. Certainly, Cyan ranks. I'm glad we condensed those.
I mean, the only thing I shouldn't be saying this because I know it's going to spark conversation.
Controversy.
Just
the
go
only
ahead.
thing I would change, if anything, because I like how it is now, and I helped put these together with Link. Like in person, we was in a park when we came up with this structure. Like, we was actually sat in a park as well. It was quite a nice park. The only thing I'd change now, thinking about it,
Sith ranks.
I'd make leader maybe like not a yellow rank, but like not above the yellow ranks. That sounds wrong. Like maybe like a white rank, just as an example, and then have 4 yellow ranks. Because leader's not something everyone will achieve. It's a very rare rank to get.
So you're thinking new color?
Not a new colour, no, I'm just saying in terms of easier to understand. So like 4 cyan, 4 yellow. But that's how it is at the moment. But technically leader is so rare that it's almost unattainable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the danger with that is because you hinted at it at the start of the podcast when you said in the council you don't see yourself as above the council.
Exactly, and that's the only reason why I've not done it.
And I don't think the council would feel that way, but from the outside looking in, some people may.
And that's the only reason why I probably would never do it, because like I don't think I'd ever do it.
Unless you made it red just for bants.
I'd love it red, but then it messes with the icon, it messes with the tags. I'd love it red because it matches the forum red. I love my name in red on the forum. But if anything, maybe another yellow rank below Lord. But I like it how it is. That's the thing, and any change like that would take a while to think through and actually discuss whether it's a useful rank.
I'd be quite open to that. Lord's a really significant rank, and it should be one that comes with a lot of honor. And I think to avoid spoiler, we've been talking about this in council because it's kind of sometimes the next one after Guardian, and you want to kind of have Lord as something really, really, really special to say I got Lord.
Yeah, if I maybe so bold as to I'm gonna pat my own back here. Sorry, this is not my intention, but lords, the lord rank, as it was given to a council member who stepped down after I don't know how long of a year, maybe a year, maybe it says
Yeah, it
here
was a
6
year
months, but
service.
I think it was longer. Yeah, year of service. Then they stepped down. Then I mean, it was very hard to get. The moment Lord rank became the new disciple rank, I was like, now you're giving away ranks. This is no now, and there wasn't a replacement for it. That kind of stung me a little bit, to be quite honest. I've mentioned it in more or less subtle and less subtle ways, but yeah, it was indeed a rather prestigious rank. I would love, not because I would probably get it, but I would love for it to return. I mean, I'm saying this for guys like, let's say if Helena ever stepped down, let's say, it's not likely to happen, but if anyone would be eligible for some kind of amazing rank to fall back down to, you know, and what you get is, no offense, but a rank that anyone with 2 years of being in Java would also get. So there's no distinct difference between that, and that would be a major setback. And I don't, yeah, you know.
I think it's difficult because to insert a yellow rank below Lord, you kind of go full circle because it's going to be disciple, isn't it? And you're back to square one.
Yeah,
Kinda, or you have to improvise a new name for something that might go above Lord.
Well, at the moment we have Master, but the thing is, I do get where you're both coming from, right? But at the time, when we came up with the new structure, we did so because the Lords were dead. They were wrecked, they were doing nothing in the clan, and we wanted to try and create a ranking system that meant that it didn't denote that these people had gone through something and given up and ended and retired. We wanted something that said, yeah, these people have done well, they've remained loyal and they've contributed to the clan, but they're still a member, they're still part of this clan, and they've still got stuff they can achieve with master rank or become a council again. We hated the fact that the rank had become this thing where people had become retired. They'd ended, they'd stopped doing things. We wanted people to be a part of the clan, and that was the whole part of changing this rank, which became dead. It was a rank where people went to die, basically. And yeah, they had spent years, sometimes many years, like Zoo, on the council contributing. So yeah, but a rank does not denote how much we value that person's service. What does that is how we've awarded them Hall of Fames, contribution awards, participations awards, their prestige in terms of how their wiki page is, or how we treat them, the respect we give them. That is what makes them a part of JAWA, and how we treat them, not because of a rank. The rank should be a rank. It shouldn't be an honorary title. It should be a rank. It should be a something they keep with them to say, yeah, I did last 6 months or a year as a council member. But there's so much more that shows that they've done that. People know that, especially these days. People know who has been a council member, to the most part, anyway. And if you stay long enough on the council, you become, like Helena, something you automatically think of when you think of JAWA. So why do you need a rank to show that? You know what I mean? Like,
I suppose.
If I understand where you're coming from, but honestly, the change was no way meant to dishonor or disrespect people's contribution to the clan. It was meant to
I know it wasn't the
things
intention.
going, and I feel as though JAWA does its place in honouring these people's contributions aside from a rank.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's yeah. You make a good point, but just how do I say it? It's kind of the yeah. But then you have that same problem. Like I said, it's being shared. It's a rank that's being shared with people that have been in the clan for 2 years, and it's I don't know what's more difficult to do: stay in Java for 2 years, or get in Java, get in the council, serve for at least 6 months or a year or so, and then step down. That's.
But I think the point is that the wiki pages of those two members would be completely different to one that's kind of just saddled the way up through 2 years and not done a huge amount, and on the other side, an ex-councillor who'd been involved in clubs and maybe like a Hall of Fame or something as well. The two wiki pages would be like chalk and cheese, yet holding the same rank. So,
if anything, your wiki page is your what's the word?
Like snapshot?
No, like I'm trying. There's a better word for it. Like it is your
legacy
in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the thing that will show what you've accomplished in the clan. But other than that, things you do as a council member would show what you've done as a clan. Whether you've helped bring about change, whether you've helped start a club or change a rule, or you know what I mean. I understand where you're coming from, but
I think I found a name for a possible future new rank for it, though. Veteran.
Veteran? That's what I heard.
Veteran.
Veteran.
VETE.
We've considered veteran. It sounds too warlike to me.
It also sounds very retired as well.
That's the thing. We don't want a rank that just means this person's dead. Like
I know that's the was extreme. A hero.
Oh, I'm gonna leave out senior then.
Well, we've also considered elder in the past, and
oh god,
it denotes that the person's given up. Honestly, that's all it is. And honestly, since we've changed this, there's been more productive members of our lords than ever before. Like Diab doing the podcast, you are back at doing clubs. You know what I mean? Like these people who, they did a lot of work in the clan, but we don't want them to stop. We want them to continue to make their presence a part of the clan. Like Wolfie did a lot more as a server admin, and he's well known. Legion still well known as a lord. Like these people may not have served on the council, but they do stuff and they're part of the clan. Dace is still a lord. He wasn't. I removed him, but he's back.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. What?
Spoilers.
Yeah, but like Zam, for instance, he's well known in the clan, but he never did much. But his wiki page, compared to say yours, you can see how much you did. You know what I mean? That's what you should look at. You shouldn't look at your rank.
Speaking of which, Master Trials coming soon.
Yeah, Master Trials coming soon.
Lots of detailed plans and the pipe work, things getting finalised. And I think there's a few guys that will be eligible. So expect to see that quite soon. Exciting times.
And that's what we've tried to do as well. We've tried to make the clan so ranks don't sort of end. Because like I can take the Master Trials, System can take the Master Trials. So we tried to make it a lot more inclusive and not as a rank that just sits there. But I understand where you're coming from. I understand the feeling of you wanting a rank to show what you've done.
Yeah, but I also get what you mean. We don't want dead ends.
As long as it's not gold star in front of your name.
Gold star, oh God Lord.
No.
That's right.
But I know what you. I guess I didn't really look at that perspective, but I get what you mean. We don't want to have dead ends. And yeah, I suppose it's a bit selfish to ask for. I don't know, but
I think people know you enough to know any Lord enough to. By the time you get to Lord, you should be known.
oh
I was going to
yes,
say, when I joined the clan, just looking down the roster, I would just look up who the lords are, like look up who the masters are, and just like learn about who these people are and what they've done, really. So there'll be plenty of people looking up the likes of you, looking up Dace, looking up Wolfie, and seeing these huge Hall of Famers with this spank and wiki profiles. Then it doesn't really matter that they're in Lord because they've done so much.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at who are the current lords. Iron Skull's back. Okay. Yeah, it's quite an impressive list indeed.
Obviously, I mean, if you take Master and Mistress as well, like Jazzy and
yes.
Angel Shadow, because obviously they were lords, but they took the trials and that.
You can include them in
But
the lords list.
you took the trials, didn't you?
Me?
You took the elite trials at some point, didn't you?
Oh,
you're saying you
But
yeah,
he was
you did
elite.
ages ago.
I've done 2006, 2007ish. I passed them then barely, but I did. So I did help the rank of elite for a while. I've
Okay.
had my darker day when I left for a good 2 years or so.
Have you done
And when I
any
came
of the-
back, I tried again and again and again and again and again. Failed every time, and then the new system came in, and I was like, okay.
You know what you should do? You should do the trials. You should do the Cyan trials and
I actually
get
should, shouldn't I?
Master. The Cyan trials aren't that hard either, and they're a lot of fun.
I was going to say I've passed them all, so they're very
So
doable.
I'm eligible
Can
for
be that
Master
difficult.
trials. Definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, I've been considering it, and well, with all the clubs I'm currently in, I've like decided, well, do I want to make the time for this too? Because it's gonna take some extra planning. But I suppose I could, when it's being said like, oh, we're gonna do some trials. Does anyone? No,
Sorry,
no,
I just heard a news report. That's amazing. I'm gonna link your news report in a minute. That's brilliant. Go on, continue.
For a second there, I thought I was being dumb or something. But
no, that's amazing.
But sometimes it's being announced on the server, isn't it? Like we're gonna do his or her elite trial, and there's a few. If you're eligible for it, why not join? And and I if it happens to come up again, I might actually pop in and try my swing at it. But
I mean, the door's always open. There's that thread that
Yeah.
you just sign up. Jesus, wet Nightwing, what's this? You just linked in here.
Link's just sent that way.
Nice.
Okay.
Just way to distract us there. Yeah, no, that I mean, you can sign up any time for the Cyan trials, and all it takes is any council member just to run it through, and it only takes what 15 minutes tops. And it's kind of fun as well. It's not.
Oh yes. I've tried the first Padawan trial thing when it was what's now known as the Guardian trial or whatever.
It's the night one, yeah.
Night, whatever.
Padawan on.
Yeah, the whole no spoilers, but it was annoying. I was trying to wrap my head around it, and
I failed that the first time, and yeah, it's like you kick yourself. It's like, why couldn't I just?
And the settings weren't exactly favorable for me, so I was like, come on, as difficult as it is, does this have to be X? Come on.
That trial specifically, I think it's been tweaked a lot. It's been moved tonight, but it's also been edited to make it more accessible, I would say.
I did not know that bit. Then I tried again when the current trial got in place, I realize my flaws, and I want to slap myself in the face for it. But I did enjoy that a lot more. but yeah, it's a goal that I might pursue again soon-ish. I'm not gonna make any promises because
it's a great springboard for the Master Trials as well, which I'm plugging. Can you tell? I'm plugging quite hard.
Plug.
There's only 3 masters. Yeah, we really need a few more.
Yeah.
Hint to the hint.
We
and like I think we've even got guys like Jacoby's interested as well. Just to, tick
So
that
he's
box.
the leader master thing.
I'll be doing them. I'll be doing them as well.
Whoever becomes the master leader thing first, eh?
Leader master. I'm gonna
Leader master.
add 3 different knights.
Who's eligible? Is it's Legion? Is it? A few people are eligible already.
Yeah, a few are.
Stormy.
Yeah, I think. Oh, sugar.
Stormy is eligible. Amazing.
But anyway, guys, we're coming up now on about 1 minute. 1 minute? We're coming up 1 minute.
We've only been
John,
talking for 1 minute. Apparently, someone forgot to record the whole shebang, so we're gonna have to do this all over again. Thank you for listening. Thank you for paying attention. God damn it, Nightwing! Not only are you forgetting names, now you're forgetting times. You're fired.
We're coming up on 1 hour 30 minutes.
Oh,
So we'll have to call it
big
there.
90.
Good time.
Thank you for giving your thoughts, guys, and coming system. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this where
Thanks
I
for
have to
coming.
rant again until the frickin' DM decides to stop recording?